Hey, what's up you guys? It's Annie back with another video helping you to turn your YouTube channel into a success. So for today's video, I am filming something I've had a lot of requests for, which is a very in-depth tutorial on how to do keyword research and find the best possible keywords for your videos to number one, rank higher in search on YouTube, and number two, maximize your potential for views on your videos. So let's first ask ourselves, why should you even care about keywords in the first place and why are they so important on YouTube? Well, first of all, in regards to actually having your videos recommended by the algorithm on YouTube, it is your video tags and keywords that the algorithm looks at to figure out what your video is about and what viewers in specific to recommend your videos to on YouTube to get you more views. Secondly, in terms of SEO and ranking in search and getting actual discovery from search rankings, your videos need to actually include the keywords you want to rank for and be optimized perfectly around those keywords. And there is a very specific way your videos have to be optimized to rank in search. And that is exactly what I'm sharing with you guys in this video. So step number one is to get yourself an actual keyword research tool. So my favorite and my go-to is TubeBuddy. That is what I've had for about a year and a half now. That is what is responsible for all of my growth on YouTube, but there definitely are about 1,000,001 different tools on the face of the internet, and it really does come down to your personal preference. But if you guys do want to check out TubeBuddy, I will have a link down in my description box. I am in no way, shape, or form sponsored or being paid to make this video, but it is the tool that has brought me all of my success and brought lots of you guys success. So I will have a link to that down below in my description box. All you want to do is click on that and make a free account. Then all you want to do is go on to the Chrome store and search for TubeBuddy, add the extension to your Chrome, and then once you go onto YouTube, you will see the TubeBuddy icon on your YouTube page, which will then give you an all-access pass to all of their tools. But if you are using any other type of keyword research tool, TubeBuddy is not the only one in existence. Pretty much every single one of them works the exact same way. And I will set a disclaimer that as I go through this video, my TubeBuddy might look different than yours because I do have the full paid version that does give me access to all the different tools besides just the keyword research tool. But for the most part in this video, the free version will do just fine for you. So then step number two, I'm going to go ahead and open up the TubeBuddy tool on YouTube, then go over to the Keyword Explorer in the drop down menu, and this is what the tool looks like on YouTube. So for this, you want to type in whatever your video topic or your video title is going to be. So for example, I'll use something like how to grow on YouTube. Now, depending on what tool you are using for your keyword research, the layout might look a little bit different than mine, but basically all roads lead to Rome and all gives you the same information. So step number three, learning how to actually read a keyword report. This is the key factor in making keyword research work for you. So now that I have searched up my keyword, I want to make sure I'm selecting weighted, because unweighted basically shows you the average results for everybody, whereas the weighted score is specific to your channel. However, on the free version of TubeBuddy, you cannot see the weighted score, but you can pretty much make all this work on the unweighted version as well. So first you're going to have what is called the overall score, which basically shows you on a scale of 0 to 100, worst to best, how good of a tag and keyword this is for your channel. Meaning if the score is 0, this is not a good keyword to use. If the score is closer to 100, that is a very good keyword to use. So then underneath of that, you have the full-on breakdown that tells you why it is a good or bad keyword for you to use, which is what you really want to understand. So first up, you have search volume, which basically tells you on a scale of 0 to 100 how highly searched this keyword is on YouTube. So if I search up how to grow on YouTube and the search volume is super green, that tells me this is a very highly searched keyword, versus if it's super low down in the red, that tells me it is not very highly searched and probably not the best keyword for me to target. So definitely in keyword research, you want to have your search volume as high and green as possible. Then underneath the search volume, you have competition volume, which is basically the complete opposite. Basically, the more red it is, the more competitive it is, the more green it is, the less competitive it is. And basically the competition is based off of how many other videos there are out there on YouTube already ranked in search competing against your video for search rankings. So if the keyword you are researching has a very high competition, that is a keyword you maybe don't want to be considering, versus if it has more of like a medium or like a really low competition, that is really good. So basically for both search and competition, you want to have them both as green as possible. Then underneath of the search and competition volume, you have the optimization strength, which basically tells you for all the other videos currently ranked in search for that keyword, how well optimized are those videos around that keyword. And why this is so important is that if every other video ranked in search currently is not that well optimized and your video is very well optimized, you stand a much better chance of ranking in search and getting more views, which I will get more into later on in this video on how to actually optimize your videos. And then finally underneath of that, it tells you how many times in the last month the video has been been searched for, as well as how many other videos are currently ranked in search for that keyword. However, those two numbers I don't tend to really pay attention to and focus a lot more on the search volume, competition volume, and optimization strength. But those are the three basic analytics you definitely want to pay attention to in your keyword research to help you figure out what is a good keyword and what is a not so great keyword. So then as for step number 4, filling in your tag box. So as you are uploading a video to YouTube, you'll see as you scroll further down that there is a box that allows you to fill up your tag box, which is basically your chance to tell YouTube's algorithm what your video is about and what are the keywords of your video. So if I was making a video on how to grow on YouTube, possible tags would be how to grow on YouTube, how to grow on YouTube in 2021, how to grow a YouTube channel, how to start a successful YouTube channel, and stuff like that, and other keywords related to your main keyword. So for your tag box, YouTube actually allows you up to 500 characters, and you want to use as many of them as possible to maximize your potential for views. So the first tag I put in my tag box is always the one I've just researched, which is how to grow on YouTube, telling YouTube what the main topic of my video actually is. Then if you have one of the paid versions of YouTube, underneath of the tag box, TubeBuddy makes it even easier for you, and there is what's called a suggested tag box, which gives you a long list full of potential keywords for your video based on the keywords you have already included in your video, and they are all organized by score. So basically you're gonna have the most green, closer to 100 tags at the top of the box, and the tags with a lesser good score at the bottom of the box. So what I do is basically just go through and click on all the ones that are green until my box is totally full and full of keywords. If you have the free version and don't have access to this tool, one other little trick I tend to use sometimes is I will search up on YouTube my main keywords, so like how to grow on YouTube. Then I look at the top ranked videos in search. So if you have the TubeBuddy extension in Chrome and go onto those videos, off onto the side there is a TubeBuddy box that pops up that tells you what tags those YouTubers have used on their videos. So what I do there is I use TubeBuddy and click on all the tags in their tag box to see what score it gives for my channel, and if any of the tags they've used have good scores for me, I will copy paste their tags into my tag box. So if you guys have the free version, that is something else you can do instead of the suggested box. So then step number 5, the most crucial step, is optimizing your videos. So while your tag box is very important and is a really good first step in telling YouTube's algorithm what your video is about, the actual optimization of your video comes down to your title and your description box, which you can definitely see in the search rankings. If you search up literally anything on YouTube, you will see some of the keywords and the titles are more in like bold letters, as well as the first 2 lines of their description box is always highlighted with the keywords, because those are the 2 main things the algorithm is looking at. So when the algorithm is trying to figure out what your video is about and who your ideal audience is and who to put your video in front of on YouTube, it's going to read your title and your description box to figure out what your video is about, to put your videos in front of people who typically watch that type of video. So what I usually do first is look at my tag box, and usually the 1 or 2 tags with the highest score are the keywords I use for my title. Then I will copy my title and paste it as the first line in my description box to basically repeat the keywords a few times throughout my video's metadata, and then get into writing my actual video description. So what I do for my description is take every single one of the tags possible I've put in my tag box and try to work every one of those tags into a full-on description. So according to a YouTube employee, basically the longer your description is, the better. And according to him, you actually want to have a description longer than 200 words. So I take my time writing every one of those tags into a description full of keywords. And then what happens with optimizing your videos around those keywords is anytime somebody searches up any one of those keywords on YouTube, the algorithm sees those keywords in your description box, your title, and your tags, and gives your video a much better chance of ranking for those keywords and getting more potential views. So once you've done all of that, you have researched your keywords, you've made your tag box, you've optimized your title and description, then your video is perfectly optimized and ready to be uploaded on YouTube. Now, a final disclaimer I definitely want to make is to remember that SEO is only half the equation. SEO is really good to help optimize your videos, tell YouTube what your video is about and what the video keywords are, and actually get your videos in front of people. However, SEO cannot guarantee you views because people actually clicking onto your video once they see it comes down to titles and thumbnails. So if you have a super high SEO score on your videos and your videos are in fact ranking in search, but you feel like the views just aren't there, then oftentimes it is actually your titles and your thumbnails that are the problem and something else you may want to improve upon. But that, you guys, is basically the entire process of SEO, keyword research, optimizing your videos, and getting the most potential views from search rankings. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you guys. Those of you who have been been struggling with this, I hope it was helpful to you. Thank you all so much for watching. I love you all to the moon and back, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!